Good morning and welcome. I'm so happy you could join me for some gentle yoga this morning. It's a beautiful day and let's just kind of close our eyes and maybe offer some gratitude for being present in this moment. Offer yourself some gratitude for the time you're carving out to do your practice today. And I'm so happy you can be with me. So let's just close our eyes with a nice comfortable spine, nice tall spine, and however it's comfortable for you. We're going to take some deep breaths. So draw your attention to your abdominals. And as you inhale, feel your belly extend and feel the air flowing up through the chest and thoracic cavity, all the way up through the throat, through the nose, and then take a very slow exhalation through the mouth. And try that 2 more times. Inhale, maybe hold, exhale, then inhale, hold, exhale. And just kind of feel everything melting out of your body. Ooh, I love that. Okay, so let's get started. So sitting in our comfortable seated positions, let's bring our arms into cactus this morning. So dropping the shoulders down your back, nice wide open cactus arms, goalposts, whatever you want to call them. And as you exhale, let's bring the elbows back together. And then inhale, open nice and wide. Good. Starting to open up the shoulders, the trapezius, keeping our spines nice and long. Exhale, elbows together, and elbows don't have to touch. They're just as close as you can get them to each other. Yes. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're going to hold right here in cactus. And I want you to take your right arm up and stretch, 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 like you can almost touch the ceiling. Ooh, nice big stretch in the right rib cage. And breathe. And then release your right arm, come back into cactus. Inhale, left arm goes up and reach, 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 reach. Ooh. Stretch, I can almost touch my ceiling. Good, and then release. So now let's take both arms up on the inhale. Reach, 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 reach. Good. And then let's take the arms over to the left. Hinge from the waist. And just let your arms float back and forth, breathing. Good. So we're stretching our rib cage, our shoulders, the cervical spine, which is our neck, and floating in space. Good. And then bring your arms back to center. Let's just bend from the waist and come forward. Walk your hands away from your body, and you can stay up here on your fingertips. If you want to come all the way down to your elbows, wonderful. Wherever it works for you, and take a few breaths here as we stretch out that lumbar spine. Breathing. Again, then gently walk your hands back up towards your body. Great. So let's put our hands on our knees. And as you inhale, we're going to come back, curve the spine, Draw the navel to the spine. And then as you exhale, come forward, pushing the chest out. Good. We're going to take it in a great big circle. Inhale, curving the spine. Exhale, pushing the chest out. Rotating the spine. Breathing. Good. Nice big circles. Good morning, everyone. Good, and then come back to center, and let's take our left hand to the right knee. We're going to bring the right arm behind us. As you inhale, really crunch the abs, looking over your right shoulder. Take a few breaths here. Really feel that contraction in your abs. Very good for the waist. And then exhale, come back to the center. Take the right hand to the left knee. Left arm comes behind. Inhale, twisting the abs, looking over your left shoulder. And breathe. Yeah. So let's lace our fingers together and just turn them inside out. Inhale, take your arms up. Slight little back bend. And then clasping the hands behind the back. I'm going to turn sideways. Clasp your hands behind your back. Roll those shoulders back. And then just stretch your arms out. Opening the chest, lifting the heart center. Your head is parallel to the mat. Take a few breaths here. And then as you're ready, hinging forward. And your arms can come up to wherever it's comfortable. Nice full chest opener and shoulder opener. Breathing. And then relax the arms down. Let them float to the sides of your body. Beautiful. So coming back to center, let's drop the chin down to the chest. And as you inhale, just roll the head over to the left shoulder. Good. Then exhale, come around the center, roll over to the right shoulder. And just do a couple of these and feel your neck, that cervical spine starting to stretch and strengthen. And breathing. Good. Beautiful. Good, and then let's roll our shoulders a little bit. So as you inhale, I want you to take your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, let them roll down your back in a big circle. Inhale, up. Exhale, rolling the shoulders down. Inhale, coming up. Roll the shoulders down. A couple more of these. Ooh, I love this. Ugh. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down. Beautiful. So let's stretch our legs out into a nice wide V. Give your legs a little bit of shake. They've been all curled up and crisscrossed. Good. And then as you inhale, keeping your spine nice and long, drawing the arms up, and exhale, let them float down toward the left. Inhale, arms up, float down towards the right. Inhale, arms come up, float down towards your feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, float down to the center. Inhale, arms up, nice and wide. Exhale, float to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, float to the right and come down wherever it's comfortable for you. You don't have to come all the way down. Just feel a nice juicy stretch. Inhale up. Exhale down towards the center. Hold here for a couple of breaths. Really feel that spine lengthening and strengthening. And then walk your hands back up towards your body. Good. So let's draw that right foot into your left thigh, keeping our spine nice and long. And as you inhale, we're going to come down, but it's not about coming down all the way. It's about getting a nice stretch. You want to keep your spine as long as you can, as straight as you can. And if that means coming all the way down or just right here, that's fine. We don't want any overextension. And take a few breaths here. And then walk your hands back up your left leg. Good. So extending that right leg out, bring the left foot into your right thigh. Inhale, the arms come up, keeping your spine nice and long and straight and hinging forward wherever it's comfortable for you. And breathe. Beautiful. And then walk your hands up your legs. Fantastic. So let's come on to our ankles. So actually we're going to be stretching our toes out. So you want to rest on your toes and sit on your ankles and keep a nice firm spine. Extend your arms out to the front and let your shoulders relax and be nice and soft. So flexing our hands up and down, giving the hands a little bit of love. Up and down, then rotating the wrist, little circles. And then stretching the fingers out as wide as you can. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. This is so good for arthritis. And then clenching the fists. And then letting your fingers flutter. So extending the fingers out as wide as you can. Good. Clench the fists. And fingers flutter. Beautiful. So let's come on down to our ankles. And taking the hands behind the hips, we're going to point the fingers towards the hips. So you can stay right up here on fingertips, or if you want to flatten your hands out behind you, what we're doing is opening up the chest, rolling the shoulders back. And we're going to keep the head parallel to the mat. And take a few breaths here, lifting our hearts. And breathing. Beautiful. And then let's come on down into child's pose. Arms at the sides, palms facing up. And take a few breaths here. Just let your shoulders roll down and melt into the mat. And then as you're ready, as you inhale, let's come on up. Arms are lifted, pushing the hips forward. Good, nice big stretch, slight little back bend. Exhale, coming back down into child's pose. Inhale, coming up. Push the hips forward. Nice soft shoulders. Exhale, relax back into child's pose. Inhale, rise. Exhale, come on back down. We'll do two more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back into child's pose. Last one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, come back into child's pose. And just take a couple of breaths here. Good. So as you're ready, let's bring that left knee up and take the right leg back. And you can sit like this, stretch out like this, have both knees bent. Or if you'd like, you can come up onto your left hip, stretch out that right leg, and come up wherever it's comfortable. Now this is up dog. You can come into up dog, or you can come into cobra. You can come onto your elbows or all the way down. You choose what feels best for you. And take a few breaths wherever you are. Good. Stretching out our psoas muscle and the lumbar region of the spine. Extending through the pelvis all the way down to the femur. And breathe. Good. And then slide the left knee back. Let's bring the right knee forward and stretch out that left leg or not. You can sit with both knees bent, whatever works for you. You can also slide a cushion under your hip if you'd like to give you a little more support. And take a few breaths here. Good. And then as you're ready, stretch the right leg out. Let's come on down to our tummies. And we're going to come into Sphinx. So resting on our elbows, and the elbows are tucked into the rib cage, and the fingers are widespread. So here in Sphinx, we're going to be turning our head from the left to the right. Once again, exercising the cervical spine, breathing. So left, center, right, center, left, center. Now just let your head drop. And just let it relax. Just let it kind of bob into space. And we can bob it up and down into yes. Maybe shake it into no. And let it feel weightless. And then gently rise. Good. So let's come on down a little bit further so we've got our hands underneath our shoulders, continuing to love on our spines. We're trying to focus on that today. So as you inhale, come on up into baby cobra, right here. No further than this. If you want to come up further, of course you can. But you don't need to come up any further than right here. And then exhale, come on back down. Inhale, rise into baby cobra. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, coming down. So now let's scoot up into puppy dog so we can neutralize the spine. So our hips and our knees are lined up together. We've got our hands walking forward a little bit farther than we would in tabletop. And just coming down to your elbows and let your head fall down towards the mat. Rest on the mat into puppy dog. as you're ready, walk the hands back just a little bit. Inhale, come forward. Float the spine, float the body back and forth. Exhale, back towards the ankles. Inhale, up to wherever it's comfortable for you. Even if you want to be in tabletop, that's perfectly fine. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, up. Shoulders are nice and soft when you come up. So inhale, coming up. Elbows are tucked into the sides, shoulders are soft. Exhale, release back to ankles. 2 more. And back. Last one, coming up. Inhale, come forward. We're going to hold here just for a couple of breaths. Shoulders are soft, elbows tucked into the sides. And breathe. Really feel your upper body strength working for you. Beautiful. And then exhale, release. Come back into child's pose, stretching the arms out in front of you. And take a few breaths here. Neutralizing the spine. And so let's walk the arms over to the right side now, putting the left hand on top of the right hand, and take a deep breath down into the left rib cage. And then walk the arms back to center across to the left. We'll put the right hand on top of the left hand, take a deep breath down into the right rib cage. Oh, yeah. Wonderful stretch. And then walk your hands back to center. So let's come on down to our backs. And we're going to stretch out into a full body stretch. So as you come down, arms overhead, and stretch them out. We'll do our little taffy deal here. Feel like you're being stretched out. Somebody's pulling your hands, somebody's pulling your feet. Draw the navel into the spine. Let your spine melt into the mat. And breathe. Oh, yeah. Long and strong. And then exhale, bring the arms back down to the sides, palms facing up. And rest here for a couple of breaths. And then as you're ready, inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, we're going to come down very slowly, one vertebra at a time. Really focusing on our core muscles. Good. And then pause. And as you're ready, inhale, lifting the arms up. Forward fold. Arms rise. And then exhale, come down. Take your time. Nice and slow. And then pause. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, coming down very slowly. Really make those abdominals work for you. Last one coming up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, coming down. Make this one count. Last one. And then pause here. Let your arms rest at the sides with your palms facing down. Take a few breaths. Check in with your body. See if there's any other areas need to be loosened up. And then as you're ready, bring both legs up with slightly bent knees. Pelvic floor is on the mat. Placing your hands behind your calves and gently press the knees towards the body. So feeling this in your hamstrings and quads, calves, maybe ankles if your feet are flexed. And breathe. Good. And then gently separate the legs. So we'll flex the feet here. Up and down, up and down. Maybe side to side. Circle, rotating your ankles. Just play with it. Happy feet means our balance will be nice and happy too. Let's love on our feet. So then let's bring the soles together and grab the feet and draw the feet towards your body, giving you a nice juicy hip opener here. Kind of like a reclining butterfly, except we're not fluttering like a butterfly. So take a couple breaths here. Good. Good. And then place your feet on the mat and just guide your knees over from the left to the right into windshield wipers, neutralizing the hips. And then keeping the knees bent, walking the feet up towards the hips. You can leave your arms at your sides with your palms facing down, or if you'd like to clasp your hands underneath, roll the shoulders back. We're going to come into bridge pose. So inhale, bringing the hips up skyward, keeping the knees nice and firm, and take a few breaths here. Really feeling this in your glutes, hamstrings, quads, calves, ankles, your shoulders. And then gently release and pause for a couple breaths. We'll do that one more time. So as you're ready, clasping the hands or not, inhale, hips rise, nice firm knees, and take a few breaths here. Good, and then gently release, stretch your legs out. Pause for a breath or two. And as you're ready, let's draw that right knee into the chest. Give it a nice big squeeze. Good. Take the balls of the feet into your right hand And let's draw that right knee in towards the body. Your left hand is on your left hip, supporting you on the mat. And breathe. Really feeling this deep hip opener on your right side. And we keep our hip flexors nice and flexible. We're also keeping our psoas muscles happy. And then gently release that right leg, stretch it out, draw the left knee into the chest, put a big hug. Ooh. And then take the balls of the left foot, and let's draw that left knee in towards the body, and your right hand is on your right hip, supporting it on the mat. Take a few breaths here. Really breathe down deep into that left hip. And then as you're ready, bring the right foot up. Take the balls of the right foot in your right hand into full happy baby, keeping the pelvic floor on the mat and drawing the knees in towards the chest. So a full hip opener here. Good. And then relax your feet down to the mat. Pause here for a couple of breaths. You can take your knees from side to side again if you'd like. That's always a nice hip neutralizer. And then let's draw the knees up towards the chest, placing our hands on the knees. We're going to massage that lumbar region. So taking your knees in a circle, really feeling that deep massage in your sacral spine, lower lumbar. So good for any kind of back issues. You can take your knees side to side if you want. That feels better. Just play with it. And then as you're ready, guide the knees over to the right. Let them fall where they may. You can put a blanket or cushion underneath, extending the arms out to the sides and turning our heads to the left. And take a few breaths here. This is also very good for whittling the waist. And then as you're ready, guide the knees over to the left side. Let them fall where they may, turning your head to the right. And breathe. And then bring your knees back to center, so you can either rock up to standing position or just turn to the sides, press your hands into the mat, and come up to standing, whichever way is more comfortable for you. Good, so let's give our body a big shake here. Let the arms flip around, legs, ooh, loosey-goosey. Yes. And then let's come into our mountain pose. So feet are hip width apart, knees are slightly bent. Let's check in with our posture. We've got a neutral spine and vertical pelvis. Shoulders are relaxed and soft over our hips, and our hips over our slightly bent knees over ankles. So you may want to close your eyes and just offer yourself some gratitude for your beautiful posture. And then as you're ready, inhale, draw the arms up. Slight little back bend. Exhale, fold forward. And you can keep your knees bent if you'd like. Inhale, coming up. Hands placed underneath your kneecaps. Nice flat spine. Halfway lift. Exhale, down into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, coming down into the chair. So hold here for a couple breaths, a little squat. Knees and toes are lined up. Arms and head are pointing in the right, the front direction. Exhale, come down into forward fold. Inhale, walk your arms up your legs. Come up very slowly, one vertebra at a time. Head is the last thing to come up. Yeah. Great way to prevent dizziness. So let's come into a wide stance. And we've got our feet kind of pointing out laterally. And taking our hands to the hips, we're going to hinge forward and just come on down into ragdoll. Let your arms relax. Just let them float in space here. Let your head feel weightless. And then as you're ready, taking your elbows into your hands, bending the left knee, stretching out the right leg, and exhale, come over to the other side, bending the right knee, stretching the left leg, and just coming back and forth like this. Breathing. Good. 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 And then walk your hands up your legs. Come on up very slowly. One vertebra at a time. Good. So bending the knees slightly. You can walk your feet in a little bit more. Bending the knees slightly, bringing the hands to heart center. Let's do our squats. So as you inhale, we're going to dip down, raising the arms. Good. Exhale, come back up. Hands to heart center. Don't come all the way up. Keep your knees slightly bent. And take it down. Good. And up. Inhale down. Exhale back up. Good. Do a couple of these. Beautiful. Nice tall spine. Good. Keep our spine nice and long. Good. Breathing. Dipping down. Coming back up. We'll do two more. Dip down. Come back up. Last one coming up. And hold for a couple breaths. Hold, hold, hold. You've got this. Yeah. And then come on up. Shake your legs out. Phew. Yeah. Good, good, good. So let's do a little balancing today. And we're going to ground our right foot into the mat. And you choose however you'd like to balance. If you'd like to do your tree pose or maybe lift a knee up, whatever you feel like. And your arms can be out to the sides or up or at heart center. You choose. So make sure that right foot is nice and grounded. Excuse me. because that's where your weight is going to be, on your right leg. And as you inhale, come up to wherever is comfortable for you. And breathe. And then release the left leg. And we're going to ground that left foot down into the mat. And maybe try a different pose this time. So grounding the right foot into the mat and place your hands wherever you'd like them to be. And come on up into another pose. And breathe. And then release that right leg and just let your legs relax. So I think we have time for the joy breath and then Shavasana. So we're taking our feet out a little bit wider, and the joy breath is all about joy. Joy for a brand new day. Joy for the fact that we're all here together and it's a good day. So inhale, we're going to take it up. Nice big smile. Out, up and through, up, 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 out, up and through. Then we get silly. Up, out, up and through, up, out, up and through. Beautiful. So let's come on down to reclining position. Stretch your body out nice and long. Relax. Put a blanket over you. Put a pillow or cushion underneath your head. And try to take a few moments to rest the entire physiology, to shift from the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight, into the parasympathetic nervous system when it's telling the body to relax. So, closing your eyes, maybe focusing on your breath, maybe focusing on a sound in the room, offering yourself some gratitude for your practice today. Breathing. And today, let's see, what is today? Thursday. So I will see you all on Monday morning, hopefully, at 54 Donaldson Station. Donaldson Pike and Lebanon Road at 9 o'clock in the morning. And next Tuesday, Thursday, I'll see you right here, 9 o'clock. Wednesday at 54 at 9 o'clock. So, in the meantime, till we meet again, I want you to continue to think peaceful thoughts, always speak kind words, and radiate as much love from your hearts as you possibly can. Namaste and love to all.